As you may remember, this process began in February of 2021, and over the course of the past 18 months, together with our partners, there have been robust community engagement meetings to help envision a future for a vibrant, thriving neighborhood where hundreds of acres of asphalt sit today. But this plan is not just for those who will live and work in the reimagined East Bank. The planning process envisions an East Bank with amenities and connectivity that will benefit neighborhoods across our city. Now, we're excited to move to the next phase of the process and embark on a series of neighborhood and community events to get additional feedback on the proposed priorities in the planning document that is being released today. And we want your feedback, Nashville. For example, when we talk about activating the waterfront and the potential for parks and greenways and restaurants and marinas and more along the Cumberland, tell us what you think. And we talk about the signature park that could serve as a centerpiece to this new neighborhood. How should we activate that new green space? And when we talk about the network of bike lanes on our new streets, we want to know if that meets the needs of our whole community. Now, over the next months, we will, of course, talk about the Titans Stadium, but the Titans are just one component of this much larger vision. You can see that in the draft plan being released today, and that includes two scenarios, one where the stadium stays in its current location and one where the stadium moves slightly to the east. Now, we want the Titans to call the East Bank home for many decades to come. But the broader vision shown today, the goal of the East Bank being more than parking lots and industrial land, that vision began 2 decades ago with the Plan of Nashville document under Mayor Purcell. 2 decades ago, the community reached out to try to have a different vision for this part of the city. And I want to thank our Metro Planning Department for undertaking this project, and to every Nashvilleian who participated and helped us get to this point. Please, I'm asking you to stay engaged. And now I'll turn this over to Lucy Kempf to add more about this process and just what comes next.
What we're releasing today is another milestone in our planning work that I believe will result in a more effective way to strategically manage growth, and more importantly, in the transformation of 338 plus acres of underutilized land in the vibrant and thriving neighborhoods for Nashvilleians. This is a draft vision that takes the ideas we heard from the community and outlines 4 key principles. The first is for an equitable and affordable East Bank, which means advancing equity, resiliency, and high quality of life for all Nashvilleians through the creation of accessible places to live and work and have our lives here. Safe and simple multimodal connections. We want to provide a robust multimodal transportation system enabling easy and equitable access to and through the East Bank outside of cars. The third is respect for the river. The Cumberland River is an underutilized resource that runs through our city, and we want to recenter the river as a vital community amenity and bolster resiliency through enhanced floodplain and stormwater management practices. Last but not least, and perhaps the most important, is neighborhoods for Nashvilleians. We want to create vibrant, livable places that prioritize the everyday needs of our community. Over the next 4 weeks, we want to hear from the public on if this vision we've drafted reflects the priorities that they have shared with us. We've created several ways to do this at both in-person and virtual public meetings, in virtual drop-off hours and in-person drop-off hours. And so we'll take the feedback via emails, over the phone, or in any method or mode that the public wants to share their views with us about this vision so that we can continue to evolve the plan in accordance with the views of Nashvilleians.